So either way, the man pulls me out. We're good to go. I'm glad he didn't ask me to come over or anything like that. That'd be weird. But either way, king it or sting it, helping people on the side of the road. Would you stop or wouldn't you stop? Gang, gang, buzz,
Is the entire audience going to or coming back from rehab?
Gang, gang.
Buzz, buzz.
Back off my broccolini.
Get your life together.
It is.
Don't touch me, bro.
I'm not touching you, dude.
I appreciate
We're
it.
kind of neighbors.
Yeah, we're close. We live in that area.
We both
and,
got out of the chaos and moved out to the...
It was time to move out to an area where the riots were more of a televised event than live.
More of a spectator event?
Yeah, they were live. When I lived in West Hollywood, they were live. It was like, oh, I'm going out to see a live event. Then I moved out to where I live now. It's like, oh, this is over Zoom.
Yes.
It's like we're Skyping in to the nightmare. Yeah.
But if you talk to Rogan, he acts like it was live for him all the time. Like, dude,
Yeah.
you live by us.
I know. That guy, I love him to death, but it's
Me
just so
too.
funny because it's like the idea that he was like a social butterfly is insane, you know? He's like, I can't go out anywhere. It's like, what?
No, he's like Bigfoot.
He lived in like a cave with mountain lions.
Yeah,
you know?
no one got close to him. If they did,
nobody
guns
even
were
knew
drawn.
where he lived. Yeah, there was like he lived in the back cave.
He's like,
yeah.
I'm just sick of this, the homeless. I'm like, dude, I haven't seen a homeless guy in years.
Yeah. No, there's not that many homeless where we're at.
No, there's no. Few homeless horses,
Yeah, it's a couple of bobcats.
bobcat.
But
maybe buy a tiger from Whitney.
yeah, but it's not that bad. But I like it. It's quiet. I've never lived out in a natural area that has more nature, and this area has more
especially
nature.
coming from New York.
New York had no nature. We had rats and stuff like that. But now I see horses. I see like every now and then a lot of hawks and eagles. And
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's beautiful. It's nice.
Are you? Because the whole crew just kind of just took off.
Yeah.
Were you? I mean, you and I have talked about this off air, but were you close to moving like kind of everybody else?
I wasn't close to it, but I was thinking about it. I never say never. I think that you look at the money you spend in LA, it's a lot of money.
Get what you
do
pay for,
save
though.
money. The problem is, what am I going to do? Am I going to live in a cul-de-sac in Texas and have like a neighbor with big hair, and then she comes over and we're just smoking like Lucky Strikes in the backyard and
Just hanging.
like, what are we going to do? That's my question. I'm like, what's going to happen if I move down there? It's just going to be quiet, kind of depressing. Like, there's something about LA. It's fun. It's ridiculous, but it's fun.
It's fun. Well, talk to Theo. He moved to Nashville. I go, what do you do? He goes, nothing.
That's the
He
problem.
goes, nothing.
Yeah, there's
Because
nothing
I'm
there.
lonely as shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Your
you
problem's
gotta-
going to follow you whatever city you move to.
I like LA. I like going out to dinner and seeing these crazy people that are, 15-year-old billionaires and like craziness and insanity.
YouTubers and Lamborghinis.
People just walking around in like a lime green onesie.
Yeah.
I mean, just that whole, it's crazy, but to me, it's as a comedian, there's more to make fun of here.
There's
than
more
if
to
I
make
went
fun
to
of. And
Texas.
there's more energy here. And then also, what's interesting is and I didn't know this, maybe you do because your family's still back in New York. We had Schultz on a few weeks ago. He goes, dude, this is terrible here. You don't realize how bad we have it here till you get out.
Right.
He's like, dude, it's like North Korea. You guys can't do shit. He's
It's
like, where can
bad.
I eat? I'm like, nowhere.
It's bad.
Postmates it here.
It's
and
bad,
and
but
I go, you're
yeah.
from New York, dude. You guys are just the same as this. He goes, no, we're not.
No, they're
He goes,
not.
the news
Not
make it
yet,
seems
but
that way.
they'll be there.
You
They're
think?
gonna get there. They're just gonna shut it down again. Because these hospitals are supposedly all fucked up, and then they're just gonna shut it down. Shut down the schools. They'll shut it down again.
Yeesh.
I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, listen, I don't know. I'm at a certain point now where I go like, I don't even watch the news anymore because it's like I just feel like it's on loop. So I'm like, all right, shut it down or open it up or just let me know when I can go to fucking Panera. Let me know when I can sit in a Panera.
Yeah, let me know when I can go to Olive Garden.
Yeah, let me know when I can have like a French onion soup at Panera.
Yeah.
And then that's okay. But as far as everything else, like I don't even care. I just try to be funny and stay away from it because you start to lose your mind and
God.
you're like, fuck. I just hope that like whether it's the vaccine, whatever works, I just hope by the spring, summer, we're like getting out of it.
It will.
I hope.
And
Yeah.
then, you see,
Are you into the vaccine? Will you take it?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Listen, I will do whatever it takes to get back
I
to
agree
work.
with you.
You
I'll
can
take
shoot
it too.
me in the eye.
But
With
I'd like
that
to take
vaccine.
it in a little while, like not immediately.
No, I don't be like. It's like buying a Tesla.
Let
first.
everybody get it.
Yeah.
Let the teachers.
You don't want the
get
first
it.
edition Tesla.
Let nurses get it, and then I'll I'll try it later after 200 or 300 million people have gotten it.
They're saying that like the first people that get it, like there's no like crazy side effects. But also, if eventually if you want to travel, you're gonna have to have.
You're gonna have to have it for our jobs. We're gonna have to have it. We go all over the country, then all over the world. We're gonna need to have it. We're not gonna have an option. You know, I just hope it works.
Yeah, I'm
right?
just gonna hold back a little bit.
The whole thing is like, let's hope it fucking works.
Yeah, again, it's like Tesla. If you bought that first edition Tesla, those things were running into the walls and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Now they're great.
Now they're great.
Now they're
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, what do you got, Doug?
Robert Kennedy Jr. said the vaccine it'll cure you, but it won't stop you from spreading it, which a lot of people think like so.
But if it cures everybody,
If it cures
Yeah, if it
everybody,
cures-
they
cure-
need to vaccinate
cured
everybody. The
immunity.
problem with that type of vaccine is everybody's got to have it for it to work,
Well,
right?
and there's been so much like shit on the vaccine that now everyone doesn't know.
Nobody's, like,
now, now they're
excited.
talking about the first responders. Like, yeah, we're good.
Nobody's excited about it. Nobody's like, yo.
No,
Like,
just
nobody
just
called
my
me. He's
dad.
like, yo, bro.
Just my dad.
The fucking vaccine is out,
My
bro.
dad can't wait.
Let's go. It's like a PS5. They're like, let's do it.
Let's do this, man.
Let's go. Your
I'll tell
dad's
you-
into it. That's
Oh,
hilarious.
he's so into
Yeah,
it. I'll tell you who's doing it right is Trump in Mar-a-Lago. Is
Yeah,
that how you
yeah,
say
yeah.
it? Have you been down there?
I've never been down there. I've been in
Dude,
the area.
You get why he was like, the White House is a dump, and he
It's
just
beautiful.
fucking chills in
Yeah, of
Mar-a-Lago.
course. It's gorgeous.
Dude, we went down there.
Palm Beach is amazing.
It's slow, but it's amazing.
Yeah, it's slow, but he's 75, and you know.
Dude, you should see his compound there.
It's amazing.
Nuts.
Of course.
It's like, yeah, of course. Fuck the
Yeah,
White House.
of course.
That's why he's down there.
Yeah, he loves it. I love Florida, man. I think that might be the retirement score.
When you're
that
like
might be the
60?
spot. Yeah.
It's either there. It's really only Florida or Arizona.
Florida is amazing. Scottsdale, Arizona is nice too.
Hell yeah.
But Florida's just, I like the ocean.
Yeah, me
I like
too.
looking out at the water.
You guys both Sherlocks crack the code, retire in Arizona or Florida. It's like that's why people have been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I know he's making fun of us, but
Yeah, I know, but
mean,
yeah, it's
Trying to pick the energy up, a little roasting.
No, I mean, we can run. I mean, yeah, I just. Yeah, we're doing the thing that other people have done successfully and enjoyed.
yeah.
I
let,
mean,
let me see what this kid's talking about. Who's
Yeah,
not
getting-
in Florida.
Get in some debate club. Evidently a fan of you too. He knew what you were up to this weekend.
Hey guys, it's Nick from Bumfuck, Tennessee. Got a debate club for you. Heard you guys were having on Tim Dillon and his little war he's got going on with Airbnb.
correct.
So the debate, you stick with those Airbnbs with those nice clean hitters, or you go to those Motel 6s where all them lot lizards are.
Yeah, I am
Let
having
me
a
know
war
what you
with
think.
two.
Gang, gang. Buzz, buzz.
What's going on with
I'm having a war
Airbnb?
with two lesbians that have an Airbnb in Joshua Tree who rated me poorly. Accused me
happened?
of breaking a cactus. How do I even do that, you sloppy bitch? What are you talking about, you goofy bitch? How do I even break a fucking cactus, okay? The literal furniture was like art pieces. No one could sit in it. They were like fucking chairs without backs.
How
and
long were you
fucking-
there?
One night. I brought a few friends out there. Got a good deal on it. Got it for less than half of what it usually rents for because it was
Why?
like last minute.
Oh, gotcha.
Because we were just out in Palm Springs. It
Yeah.
was too cold. I'm like, let's all go to Joshua Tree. And we went out there. I had my producer with me. I had another guy who podcast with me. And then I think if you go on my story, you might be able to still see these fucking chairs that they had. It was like to a point where it
So,
was like,
for their defense, how did the cactus get broke?
no one touched it. This is the thing. The
just
cactus
follow
was like falling apart. Yeah, I probably don't have it on my story. Yeah, I don't have it. But the reality is these chairs were like literally so, like, have you ever seen chairs where you like no one can sit on them? Those weren't them. No one can sit on these
I
fucking
hope not.
chairs. And I have one here. I have a photo of one here. I'll just give it to you right now. But just to give you an idea of how bad it was.
So did they tell you not to
I
sit
mean,
on
look,
the
look at
chairs?
this shit. Look at that.
Oh, you don't want to sit on them. They look horrible.
Look at that.
Oh, they're terrible.
So, I mean, this fucking bitch, like, wrote this whole thing where she was like, he was a bad guest. He clogged the toilets. He broke our chairs. Nobody broke anything. The chairs were like weird chairs that you, like, we went up to them. They were, like, falling apart. Or, like, you put them together
no
to
one's
sit on
fucking
them.
with
And we just left a few dishes in the sink, and that was it.
Did you have a rager, though?
No, we did 4 people just had a dinner. Nobody had a rager. So I threatened her on her text. I said, well, now I know where your house is now. Hopefully nothing happens to it. And
That's
she
smart.
said, yeah, she said, all right, it was stupid. And then she goes, are you threatening me? I'm like, LOL, we'll see what happens. And then I sent her a gif of the Simpsons house burning. You know the Simpsons house that burns, that gif? I sent that to her, and she's like, okay, bro. And then I just trashed her on my podcast because she's being a bitch, and her wife are horrible people.
Is she older?
her name's like Mila, Jonah and Mila.
Yeah.
They have these dumb, like, they're posing with a dog in their Airbnb photo, whatever. They're like, we worked our whole lives in this house. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. So, and I gave them a great review because I'm not a rat and I don't hurt people's business. So I was like,
Yes.
beautiful place. I never, give somebody a bad review.
Never.
I don't Yelp. I don't comment.
Uber, I
I
don't.
don't Uber,
Nope.
bullshit. I don't do any of that. I have spit on an Uber driver. We've gotten a physical fight where I kicked the back of his chair and he spit at me and I spit back at him because he wouldn't take me through the drive-through Taco Bell. I still rated him highly. You understand? I still rated him highly. Because up until our fight, he
was
did
cool.
fine.
Yeah, he's cool.
He did a good job. He cut through traffic.
You were
He
trying
did
to get
great job.
were you trying to get a double decker?
I was trying to get a cheesy gordita crunch.
Oh yeah.
I said, let's just go through the drive-thru. And he said, no. And he started screaming at me. So I just started kicking his seat, like kicking the back of his seat. Then he spit on me. I spit on him. And then I had to get out of the car. But Uber kicked me off for like 6 months. But now I'm back. I'm back, and that's cool.
I had the opposite happen. I drove for Uber, and this lesbian couple was in the back, and it was bar time. And this was back in the day when Surge was huge. It'd be 5 times, 10 times.
Yeah.
Make $200 one ride. And they asked to go through an In-N-Out drive-through, and I was like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do that. And they got super pissed, and they're like, drop us off here. And they smashed my window, and they stole all the waters out of my back of my car.
Oh,
It
wow.
was
But here's the
ruthless.
deal, man. Why are you not making them happy?
Because time is money at that point. Get out of my car. It's an equal transaction. Like I'm an independent contractor.
did you
It
not
doesn't
want-
make
Did
financial.
did you not want to get a fucking double-double?
Yeah, animal style.
Fuck
Come
is
on,
wrong
bro.
with
Not a half hour later, I didn't.
Oh wow,
Dude, a
But
couple
you're
lesb-
gonna get money, right? 'Cause
Couple
the
lesbians
clock's-
and some spread. That could have been a fucking real story.
Sounds
There's
like a
two
nice
ways
night.
to really make money on Uber. It's distance traveled and number of rides. Sitting idle, you're not going to make your money.
Wow.
Understood. Hey, didn't know that.
Did they leave you a bad review?
Oh yeah, but I called Uber immediately because I knew it was going to be an issue, and so like you got
I
to
just
get out
don't
in front
rat.
of it.
I don't leave bad reviews. So listen, this
Me
Airbnb
neither.
bitch.
Like I had a bad Airbnb in Palm Beach. My brother booked it. It was a real fucking
This
dump.
this
and the
Airbnb
pictures look dope.
dude. So Airbnb bitch literally texted me this morning.
Threatening you now?
Would you like me to see if I can get that review removed? And I wrote yes. So I think it worked. I
Ooh,
think because
the
the show
roasting
is
worked.
big, and I think people went to her and said, "This guy's having a lot of fun with your house. He's making a mockery of it,
Yes.
as it deserves to be made a mockery of.
It's not gonna
because
stop.
it is ridiculous,
And it's not
No,
gonna
it will
stop.
not stop. I will have fans of mine rent the Airbnb, and I will go in it and just go crazy and be like, "Bitch, I'll never leave your home. I'll live in your fucking house."
You're gonna squat?
I'll squat there. I'll do whatever. And she got mad because we made like burgers and like baked beans and like other
Jesus,
campfire
man.
foods.
Yeah, they sound like real cunt.
Don't get mad at me. I left a few dishes in the sink. She's like, the cleaning crew complained. I'm like, about what? Cleaning?
Yes.
That's their fucking. I paid a $400 cleaning fee. Fucking do it.
Yeah,
So whatever.
we never leave.
But
bad
here's
reviews,
what I will
ever.
say. I love Airbnbs. I will still go probably Airbnb over hotels in most
All
situations.
day.
Because like when I was on the road doing comedy, I brought my opener with me, and when we were it's an air. If I get a hotel, I want a nice hotel. So if I got to get him a room and then me a room, it's a lot of money.
It's a nightmare.
And we don't get a yard, we don't get this, we don't get that. And with an Airbnb, we each have our own room. We have rooms to spare, and sometimes we have a pool, we have a yard, we have a
way
kitchen,
more
a living
comfortable.
area. It's
TV.
it's much more comfortable, man. I like it
Airbnb
much
all day.
more.
I don't do hotels at all anymore,
I think
especially during COVID.
I mean, but I'll go to like the Ritz-Carlton in Naples. There's
Yeah,
certain
sure.
hotels I like.
Sure.
Certain hotels I like.
See,
I'll have the
I'd
lemon
still-
blueberry
I would-
pancakes on the beach.
Holler. See,
On the beach.
I would still rather do Airbnb even over a nice hotel because you can get a dope Airbnb. You should see
The difference is, this is the one difference, and now because of COVID, hotels, the one difference that hotels are not bringing to the table right now, and it is like a room service. So it's like there's something nice about being like, hey, I'm in a hotel, I walk right to the beach, I sit on my
Yeah.
chair,
Get
where's
food.
my drinks, where's my food?
Preach.
That's the reality. That's the only thing. And I don't even drink, but like, just, even to just be like, hey man, I'm fucking hot. Can you give me a bottle of water? Can you give me some? Can you give me a mozzarella stick? And they do it, and you tip them, and that's
nice.
a nice transaction.
But for sure, not fucking a Motel 6 over Airbnbs.
Never.
What that young man was asking.
No, that young man is figuring out where's the best place to do math with his mother.
Yeah.
He's like, I like to like Crystal with my parents. Where can we do that? And it's like, I don't know, dude.
no good decisions have come out of Motel 6.
100%. I used to do cocaine in motels. Never a
yeah.
Motel 6. Not that bad. But they were fun rooms to just because you had wind protection.
Are you completely sober now?
100%.
No drinks.
10 years.
Oh wow.
Wow.
No temptation at all.
No, I mean
Can you be around it?
Occasionally, the one thing that I do is like I have occasional slip up. Like occasionally, I'll do heroin.
That's not
Occasionally, I shoot heroin. I'll shoot up, but that's it. No,
That's not bad.
occasionally I'll have a cigarette. That's the baddest thing I do.
That's not bad.
It's not great.
Are you tempted though? Like when you go to a comedy club, there's alcohol everywhere.
Never, because I'm over it. You're tempted for the first 2 or 3 years, then you're over it. I'm like, I'm just over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So Airbnb it is.
Playoffs. You want to talk about playoffs? Yeah, that's right. Football's playoff is starting this weekend. We're talking wild cards. And guess what? You want to make bank while you're watching with your bros or your girls. You can do that with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. If you haven't checked out yet, there's no better time to sign up and start cashing in to celebrate the most exciting time of the football season, my favorite time by far. DraftKings is giving you the chance to double your money. All it takes is one touchdown to be scored during Saturday's football games. That's right. Once you opt in and place your bet, all you have to do is sit back and wait for a touchdown. While we're all excited for football, let's not forget the 2021 basketball season is kicked off. So head to the app now to check out all of DraftKings' daily odd boosts. DraftKings is safe, secure, reliable. Make it easy for you to deposit, withdraw your money at your convenience. Listen, you got UFC coming up. You got the NFL playoffs, wildcard playoffs, divisional games. You got freaking BCS balls coming up. Make money with all this, man. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the promo code CATS when you sign up to have a shot at doubling your money if a touchdown is scored in one of Saturday's football games. Guarantee this touchdown scored, so you're making money. That's code KATS for new players to get a shot at doubling their money for limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 and older. New Jersey, Indiana, Pennsylvania only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Cool. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana, 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Listen, man, a lot of y'all went out partying for the New Year's. You're bringing 2021 in the same way. You like to drink. That's cool, but you got to stay hydrated. That's why I'm here to tell you about Liquid IV and their popular hydration drink mix. Their energy multiplier is an absolute game changer. It gives you a little extra boost we all need. I think we can all agree 2020 was rough. It's time to clean and slate. Start with a clean slate. I don't know why they wrote it that way. Start 2021 off with the right foot. One stick of Liquid IV is like drinking 2 cups of coffee, and it's an all-natural alternative to processed energy drinks for a sustained energy boost throughout the day. All right? Half Americans report that they struggle with daily fatigue. That's why Liquid IV Energy Multiplier can upgrade your vibe and reach you in a constant state of awesomeness. All right? I love Liquid IV. I take it all the freaking time. I get off my bike. This one I'm guzzling down to keep this thick body hydrated. They got you covered, man. Liquid IV, listen, Liquid IV's fantastic. Tastes good. Enhance rapid absorption into the bloodstream. Gives you long-lasting energy boost fast. Powers your mornings if you want to start your mornings off with it. We're talking about that energy multiplier, man. Maybe you ditch the coffee. Maybe try this. Liquid IV is available nationwide at Costco's, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use the code KATS at checkout. That's 25% off anything you order when you use the code KATS at liquidiv.com. Start fueling your adventures today at liquidiv.com. Promo code KATS.
Another debate club.
Theo, Brendan. Debate club, aliens. Is this shit all real? Is it bullshit? All this information that
That looks like he's hiding from
the
the
government's
cops.
supposedly
His energy's
going to be disclosing
So
to
crazy.
us slowly. Is that real, or are they just, further trying to hide stuff from us?
I'd be making a lot more money now if I had the real answer, my man.
Yeah, we know, man. We know. The podcasters know.
Podcast, dude.
We know.
Ask your boy Alex Jones. Are you guys besties now? Do you text on a daily basis?
No. I like Alex, but he's too much. It's just too much.
Never meet your heroes.
Yeah,
He's
it's
a
just,
lot.
He's a lot, and sometimes you just can't do it.
No.
They'll be like, there's a globalist invasion. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, all I
trying to
ask
have
you is where you want
breakfast.
to eat, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to have breakfast. You're with the globalist invasion all the time. I respect that He's done some horrible things too, so it's also very hard.
He's done a lot of things
It's
right.
very hard. He's done a lot. A guy like that predicted Epstein before anyone else did, and then gets no credit for it.
Oh, he just gets shit on.
He gets no credit for it. However, then he also was like, hey, maybe Sandy Hook didn't happen, and everyone's like, no, it did. So it like evens out, and it like evens out where it's like still he looks very bad.
Very bad.
And it's whatevs. Like he's a conspiracy guy. Like he's got to look at everything and go, maybe that didn't happen.
He's the conspiracy guy.
He's the guy in America.
Him and Sam Tripoli.
Yeah, and it's just tough, man. It's a tough gig, right? It's not easy.
Well, no, because also those guys, they don't believe anything.
They don't
like
believe
you can't
anything.
you can't have a normal
Nothing's real.
conversation.
Yeah. But the thing about aliens is, like, to me, I was never got into aliens. I was always bored.
Yeah, me too.
It was
I
boring.
don't fuck.
Gives a fuck.
I mean, I think
At
they're
a
out
certain
there.
point, it's not even a good conspiracy because there's like nothing.
No one has any proof.
I'd rather talk about a conspiracy that like affects people, like that actually you could find evidence. Like, is Michelle Obama a man?
Yes.
Like something that like that. There's evidence. You can
Lizard
debate
people.
it.
Yes.
Lizard people. Things like that. But aliens, I'm like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, unless someone comes down.
That guy looked like he had just outran the cops, and he'd gotten away from like what would have
And
been.
he's like, before I go away, let me submit this fucking
he's
king
like,
or sting it.
Before I just have a lawyer argue this down to petty larceny, let me just get this alien question off my chest. I mean, he looked like he just tried to steal a rim from like an AutoZone or something, and he's now behind the building.
He's just super quiet.
Another debate club.
Hey
don't get
guys,
a lot
this
of
is
ladies.
Caroline from Gastonia, North Carolina. I heard Tim Dillon is going to be hosting the show this week, and I know he's an ice cream connoisseur, so I have a question.
Turn it
Best
up,
ice
Nick.
cream, Ben & Jerry's or Häagen-Dazs?
I heard her.
Ben and Jerry's.
It's a great question.
You're an ice cream connoisseur.
It's a great.
Have you
yeah.
had before we answer this? Because
I've actually never had ice
that's
cream.
peasant
It's
ice
a
cream.
bit.
That's peasant ice cream. Have you had like Salt and Straw or
Yes,
Jenny's?
Of course.
Okay,
Of course.
carry on.
No, I've had incidents in Salt and Straw.
You got in trouble in Salt? What's wrong with you?
No, it's what's wrong with them. The problem is
He spit on a salt and straw worker.
no, but the problem is sometimes with Salt and Straw. Enough with the testing of the people in front of me.
Oh,
like,
I agree.
enough.
One testing out, man.
And I start kind of getting aggressive, like where I'm like, "What's this? Yeah, it's vanilla.
yeah, it's vanilla, bitch.
Eat it, or I want to fucking start. Salt and Straw I like, but they get a little too aggressive with. They're like they get aggressive, like they put Thanksgiving stuffing in the ice cream.
Yeah, they get a
It's
little too creative.
seasonal.
Yeah,
it's
a
also
little too
too
creative.
seasonal.
Yeah.
They're like, we want to do a ice cream for Flag Day. It's like, shut the fuck up. Just put cookie dough in it and let's go. This young woman asked me Ben & Jerry's and Häagen-Dazs. Number one, so what unites them both, right? They're both super premium brands of ice cream, meaning that they're dense, right? So when you have like Turkey Hill or just imagine me saying this to like just the ICU of just fat coronavirus patients.
Breaking down ice cream. You do a TED Talk on ice cream.
Actually. But when you do Turkey Hill or Edie's, they're whipped and they have a lot more air in them. They're not super premium. So the reason that the Häagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's are packed in pints are super premium ice cream. Häagen-Dazs is made with like 5 ingredients. Ben & Jerry's has a few more, but they're still pretty similar. The difference between Häagen-Dazs and Ben & Jerry's is this. Ben & Jerry's, and I had a joke about this, has too much going on in the Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
What do you mean, like the Jerry Garcia and all
It's
that?
too much.
I love the Jerry
I
Garcia.
know, but that's okay. You were raised where?
Denver.
Correct. So the problem
Bro,
is
you're from where?
Long Island, New York.
Come on.
That's where the Vanderbilts live. This is
Come on,
we
bro.
are the highest end people that have ever lived.
These are
That's where the
full
country
of
started.
lizard people,
the
dude.
country started in Long Island. I mean, money started in Long Island. Class started in Long Island.
Okay, carry on.
So Häagen-Dazs has a cleaner finish, better flavors of actual ice cream. Ben & Jerry's is more fun. It's more fun if you're high. But overall quality of ice cream, Häagen-Dazs is better.
Is a better quality ice cream.
It's a better
What's your
quality of ice cream
favorite?
with the
What's your favorite?
flavors,
What's
the
your favorite?
ingredients.
What like if you go to Salt and Straw?
Häagen-Dazs, you get a white chocolate raspberry truffle, is a beast.
That's a super beast.
It's a
That's
beast.
pretty fancy.
It's white chocolate with raspberry and then
No, I
truffles
get
in
it. Yeah, I'm in.
It's really good. And if I go to Salt and Straw, the salted malted cookie dough is one of the best
Say
flavors
less.
in the
And
United
then
States.
I
of
get
America.
fudge on top.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that is probably the best flavor right now in America is the salted malted
Hands
cookie
down.
dough at Salt and Straw. But thank you for your question.
Good question.
Nice.
Damn, you know your ice cream.
I do.
You ever fuck with that keto ice cream? Or like the
rebel
Halo.
and enlightened.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
They
my
taste like
face.
icing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
no,
does.
it's no good. It's better
Frozen
to just,
icing.
It's better to just not fuck with any of that shit.
Agree.
I was full of keto when I start eating like a keto cookie from a place, and then I'm like, oh, this is not. This is not it.
King and the Sting! Jack, coming to you from Northampton, Massachusetts, lesbian capital of the country. Huge fan, and I got a debate club for you guys. Who is the worst tweeter? Could it be Bean Dad, or would it be Ruthkanda Mom? If you're unfamiliar, I sent my man Nick some screenshots.
We know.
Gang,
Do you
gang,
know about
buzz,
Bean
buzz.
I know about Bean Dad.
Just a terrible parent.
Well, he just
what's
said
the
you
other
punk.
one?
Ruthkanda Forever. It was, here we go.
What a weird question, this guy.
Interesting though.
It's interesting.
But so
Very specific.
for the listener that don't know, Bean Dad has a daughter. I guess he's a podcast like musician guy, and so he has a daughter, and she wanted to open up beans.
Can of beans.
And then he was like, "Well, you need to figure out how to do it on your own with the can opener."
Right.
And it took her 6 hours, which is alarming. Took her
Right.
6 hours. She's 12 or something.
9.
Took her like 6 hours. She was
just
starving.
sat there. She was crying and throwing fits.
Yeah, and he was like, "Well, you need to figure this out. This
Yeah.
is life."
Yeah, he sounds fun.
Yeah, he sounds like a great
He
time.
sounds like a real problem.
And then, my problem
she'll
is
be on doing fucking she'll be on OnlyFans in 4 years.
100%.
selling her pussy for fucking Adderall. And he'll be like, I don't know where I went wrong. I spent 9 hours watching
My
her.
problem is, what kind of dad thinks it's smart to go on Twitter and tell everyone what you did?
Yeah, and then he apologized, which is also the worst thing you can do.
The worst.
Actually apologize. And it's like,
So
dude,
just told my
don't
so this is
apologize.
the Wakanda mom. Just told my 10-year-old daughter about RBG who passed away. She had tears in her eyes, and then she did the Wakanda pose and said Ruthkanda forever, which is
Yeah.
sort of pop culture.
No, this woman's
crossover,
worse.
Oh wow, yeah, she's
Immediately,
worse.
This woman's much worse.
She's
Not even a question.
No, this woman fucking sucks, dude. That first of all, your 10-year-old daughter, that never happened. You made this entire situation
Entire
up.
thing up.
I like Hilaria Baldwin better than this lady.
Yeah, this lady sucks.
How
Hilaria.
about, we call her Hillary.
Okay.
Are you a fan of Hilaria? She's from
I'm
your
all
neck of the
for
woods.
it. I'm all for it. Pretend to be a different race. I think it's great. Who cares?
That's what I'm
Who
saying.
does that bother?
Yeah,
What kind of loser are you? If somebody came up to me, they're like, "Do you know this bitch isn't really Russian?" I'd go, "Oh,
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck."
But she likes Russians?
yeah,
all right.
She wants to speak in Russian. I don't understand why people get upset about this shit. I think it's great. I think it's fun. I don't know why people are mad.
I don't give a fuck.
I think she also was like a high class Hispanic lady. She wasn't trying to, she's not an MS-13. She's not like trying to be a fucking gangbanger.
No, she was on Good Morning America.
Yeah.
Fucking
she's
pretend
just
she don't know how to
be,
say
she's trying to be
cucumber.
white plus.
Yes.
White with a little spice, to me, is fine.
To separate herself from the masses
I
of
would
whites.
get it. It would be a little weird if she was trying to be a maid. Like
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin's wife, Hilaria, pretending to be a maid. And she was like, like that would be weird.
I guess where it gets dicey is
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin met her in a restaurant, and she was pretending she's Spanish and doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not from here. I don't know who you are.
Well, he's also a psychopath, right?
Correct.
So, I mean, who does he think he's attracting?
But also, when they lay down at night, because they've been together for like fucking 12 years, you know damn well he was like, oh, this bitch isn't from Spain.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right. No, he's punched her in the face. He's definitely hit her.
But this Alexandra Lee Capps is by far the worst.
She
Because she
sucks.
made this entire thing up.
But then people started digging into John Roderick, was the Bean Dad guy, and he had a bunch of like anti-Semitic tweets and stuff. This one right here, he replied to someone who said the fourth has been perverted by activist, Jew, and mud people apologists.
Now it's heating up.
Yeah,
Man, that's not even really a joke
No,
at
that's-
all.
that's pure
ve-
racism.
That's real hate.
that's a philosophy.
That's bad.
Now he's also best friends with the guy from Jeopardy, who is also taking some heat for saying some racist tweets.
He's
Jennings?
does a
Ken
podcast.
Jennings?
He does a podcast with Ken Jennings, and then some people like Ken Jennings has like off-color tweets, nothing like that.
No,
like
nowhere
there's
near.
no humor in that.
His was about gays and mentally challenged
Dude, this
people.
guy deleted his Twitter, John Roderick. He got rid of his Twitter.
He had another one. He said, and I'm quoting him: "I object to people who say, to the people who say object when I say gay or retarded. It just reminds me how gay and retarded they am.
Yeah, it's tough.
Or how they're gay retards or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's just kind of a stupid thing.
He's
To
good
be
at
like,
Jeopardy.
hey,
He's
mud
good at
people
Jeopardy,
and
though.
Jews like that. That's a little wild.
Yeah.
Too much.
So are we leaning back towards Bean Dad is the worst?
No,
No,
her.
still the
Still
mom.
her,
Still
yeah.
the
I
mom who
don't
made the
care.
entire situation up and then decided to go to Twitter to get likes. For
Yeah,
it.
no, she's still worse.
All right. Let's move on to a Rip My Drip. This one's really involved. Kind of goes back to
So
some...
Rip My Drip is.
I get it. It's making fun
Gotcha.
of their clothes, right?
I didn't know.
See?
You're from. You know.
Listen,
I don't
thank
know-
God I
I
did
don't
that
know if you
one.
know the
Thank God I
street
did that
terms.
1 year of community college.
Rip my drip, king of the stain. If you don't talk money, I don't know what you mean. Rip my drip, me and my team, y'all get vertigo when I rock, when I lean. Rip my drip, my drip, my drip. Yo, what's up, King and the Sting? This is Mike here at my bike shop in downtown Denver, Colorado, called Bike Shop on 21st and Curtis. This is Rip My Drip. Go ahead and check this out. This is a Fat Farm straight from the 90s edition. All right, vintage, all vintage. We got the Movado on. We got the Eddie Bowers, and we got the Timberlands on. All right, now this special shirt right here, it's got a little hidden pocket right here for your lighter, whatever you need. They don't make them like this anymore. Look at the cut. See that cut? See how it hangs down? They don't make them like this anymore, man. This is G shit. All right, now check these out, all right? This is my Rip My Drip shoes right here. Now these are 1996 Packer Reebok collaboration for the 1996 All-Star NBA game. Come on, bro. Come on. And join me next time for a little bit of Tune My Room, where you guys help me, you know, add additions to my room and stuff like that. I got a
Tune My
collection
Room? What,
upstairs.
like exhibit?
Before we go, though, hold up. We got that 25th anniversary, vintage,
Yeah, this man's
1990s
living in
Disney
the past.
original.
This guy-
Come on,
this
bro.
guy-
It's part of my collection. I got
Dude,
some
in the
more
beginning, I
Disney
didn't think it was
stuff,
that
Disney,
bad. It's
Fat
getting
Farm,
worse and
food,
worse.
food,
Yeah,
stuff, all
yeah,
90s
Like
all day.
incredibly
Let's go.
quickly. In the beginning, I'm like, okay, you know.
I was like, all right, well, he just looks like he shops at TJ Maxx. Probably has the old shit.
I mean, 25th anniversary Disney World thing. I mean, there's just no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that.
the whole outfit is just a hot mess, man.
1996 was the best year of his life because 25 years ago was when the Packers
That's
won
like
the
a
Super Bowl
shirt
too.
that, like, you know, Making a Murder on Netflix. It's
Yeah.
like a shirt that like a member of the family wears to court. You know, they come in like a Disney shirt, and the lawyer's like, "Yeah, can you do anything else?
Do you have a
wear-
button up?
Yeah, they're like, "Can you wear anything else?"
And then he's like, yeah, let me get this Fat Farm button up on.
Yeah.
You know what? Just wear
yeah,
the
they
Disney
just
shirt.
do the Disney shirt. Yeah, that Fat Farm denim. Whenever you see somebody in a denim shirt, you go, "This is someone."
No,
that-
I like denim. No, I like it.
do?
Denim. Yeah, I like denim. You can't do denim with jeans though.
Well, it
you
just
can't do
looks-
a Texas
I
tuxedo.
just feel like when I see a big guy, maybe it's me, but when I see a big guy in a denim jacket, I go, "There's a guy that needs a cop present to see his daughter."
There's a guy who has visitational rights with his
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, that's a
But
problem.
am I considered a big guy?
No, like I'm talking about fat guy denim jacket.
Oh,
Bad.
gotcha.
Do you like denim jackets?
I love denim. I can't.
Maybe
get enough
I
denim.
should get into denim.
I think you look sweet in denim.
I might. You know, too many people have dissuaded me from denim.
Yeah, you gotta hang out with the right people, man.
So I could pull off, you think, a black denim jacket.
Fuck yeah, you look sweet in that.
Wow.
Yeah, you look sick in that.
All right, you know, I might be doing that.
The video you did as the influencer, I mean,
I looked great.
It didn't look bad.
No, I looked great.
What video was it?
I looked fucking amazing.
What's the title of it?
I don't know if it is a title. I mean, there is a title. I don't remember it. It's on my YouTube or something. It's
How long ago was this?
yeah. I mean,
video?
I look dope. I look dope as fuck, dude. Dude, look how dope I look. I look dope in the BAPE hoodie, dude. I look sick.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna
I
handle
look
the
sick.
start of my own.
I just
You're
did
a
a
hype
sketch.
beast?
I did a hype beast
100%.
video, yeah, where I was giving out mustard to homeless people. Because like a lot of these kids are giving out like bottles of water and shit to homeless people.
Was it a honey Dijon at least?
Yeah, it was nice. It was like a I don't know. It was
Like a straight mustard?
it was like a stone ground
Oh
mustard.
man, that's not bad.
Not bad, but I that BAPE hoodie, man, when I put it on, dude, a black guy came up to me in BAPE. He goes, "You look fly as fuck right now." And dude, I'd never felt better in my life. He goes, "The fit is fresh." And dude, there was like little kids looking at me like, "Fuck yeah, man!" Like,
Like stay cool, kid.
dude, hypebeasts. I didn't know this. There's hypebeasts that are like 4. Like,
Oh yeah.
hypebeasts are like literal children that are like in fucking BAPE.
Yeah, man.
They're like 12 years old in BAPE.
It's real hustle.
They've been waiting for like 9 hours to get a shirt so they can resell it. But it's a community.
Like I feel you'd look cool in a black denim jacket and some like dad Yeezys.
Yeah, I might do that, dude.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
look
give a
sick.
fuck.
Maybe I'll get you those Yeezys just as a friend.
I appreciate
What
it.
size shoe you wear?
13.
You wear 13?
13.
So do I.
You can.
I got
Yeezys.
you.
I'll
I
do
got
it.
you.
I'm
Right.
going back to BAPE. I think I'm gonna go back to get another. I want another hoodie.
Another, and they're not cheap.
They're like $450.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
And you know what's crazy? The hood is so big that it looks like
Did it have the
an
mouth
alien.
on it?
Yeah, it's got and it's got this big alien in the back. I mean, dude, but I don't know. It's like you put one of those on, you're like, oh yeah, fucking, I could be this person now. It's kind of cool.
You put it on, feel like you can drop an M-bomb.
Yeah, you're like, I could just say the N-word and drive around.
It's gonna be like when Cristal told rappers not to drink. The CEO told them not to drink it. They're gonna ask you to stop wearing it because it's a bad look for them.
Right. They're like, please stop.
Gucci
I think it's a
did
good
that.
look for them though. because,
Gucci
like,
did that, yeah.
Whole new audience.
It's for, well, BAPE is really just for like fucking fat hypebeasts. Like that's what BAPE is for. It's like for crazy hypebeasts.
It's
like,
real, yeah,
it's
out
for
of shape
big
hypes.
boys. Yeah, it's like not,
This guy's got a relationship advice question.
And a nice set of eyebrows.
From Colorado. Shout out Brennan. Here's I guess debate club / relationship advice. Right now I'm currently talking to this girl, so I hope no one watches the show that I know. But anyways, I'm currently talking to this girl, and we're only 18, okay? And her body count, or whatever you want to call it, hookups, is 7. So like from a girl's perspective, Kat, like what number is too high for you to like kind of like steer you away, or just like what are your guys' thoughts on that in general? Keep doing your guys' thing. I love the show.
Okay, well, he looks 38.
Yeah. He
So
looks
number
every
one-
bit of 34.
Number
Let's
one,
get
you
that out of the
look
way.
every bit of divorced. The fact you're 18 is terrifying. You don't need to focus on anyone's body count. You need to just focus on the fact that like,
Moisturizer.
you are lying about your age and
Yeah.
no one is buying it.
No, we sure as
18.
fucking buying it. 18, my ass.
What do you think? 18-year-old girls sleep with 7 dudes? This doesn't seem like it's that much. Maybe it is. I don't know.
But that's what kids do, especially
do.
like, haven't you seen Euphoria? You know,
Right.
there's transgenders, there's
Right.
dads fucking, like, it's a lot, man. It's what kids,
Yeah.
they do XC, they fuck each other.
Right, it's a
It's like
lot.
shaking hands. They don't care.
Yeah.
7 ain't shit, dude.
Yeah, relax, dude.
Also, you want
look
an experienced
7D. You better be happy.
Take what you can get,
Better
my
be
man.
happy she's calling you back.
Yeah, it's what they do, man. It's what kids do these days. 7, and she's 18, he said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, dude. Don't look too into it. Also, you
down.
want to test drive the car, man. You just don't want to commit to a car without test driving it.
Also,
sounds like
you're
that's what she did.
41 years old. Why are you dating an 18? Like, there's something wrong.
It's like 21 Jump Street or something going
Yeah.
on. Let's move on to some King and her Stingits.
What up, boys? Darius Doswell coming to you live from Minneapolis, Minnesota. We out here on the ice with it.
Are we?
What
Are
y'all
we?
think?
Nice skates.
King and her Stingit, skating on the pond when it gets cold enough.
I feel like it's a bad idea.
Theo got them skinny ass legs, so you probably can't hang with it. And Brandon, you way too beefy to find yourself on some slick shit like this, so
Facts.
let me know what y'all think. Culture, and much love. Gang, gang, skate, skate, we out.
That looks like a hype boy on the pond there.
Yeah, man, that guy is fucking. He is talking. He's talking black. God
Well,
love
the-
him, and he
the-
does it well. Like he does it well, where it's like it's okay. Somehow that's okay. Like if a white woman dresses like a cow, an Indian at Coachella, everyone goes nuts. But like a white guy can be like, yeah, get with it. We with it on ice, son. I'd be like with it. I'd be like gang gang boom boom chug chug.
Chug, chug.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
like, hey, man.
I knew we were in trouble when he had the fake. What was that? What's that?
Dude, this Burberry
Yeah,
scarf.
the fake
He's
Burberry
got a fake
scarf.
Burberry scarf, and he's just like, that color jacket is out of control. And he's just like on a lake in Minnesota. God bless him. He seems like a good guy. He's just like a guy's a good guy.
How do we know it's fake? Because that does look like a rich neighborhood in Minnesota.
Does
Well,
it?
it's his
Yeah.
fake or it's his mother's. We're trying to help him
Yeah,
out. and say
it
it's
might
fake.
be his aunties. We're
It's
trying to do
either
him a
his
solid.
mother's that he took, and she's literally like, "Where's my scarf?" And he's like, I need that fit.
Also,
Like,
I
yo,
need
ma, I
that
need
fit,
that
Mom.
fit, son. He calls her son. He's like, yo, son, I need that fit. She's like, my name is your mother.
I'm your mom.
I'm your mother.
Please call me bitch. And
yeah, you need to get a job and not skate on that lake by our house all day. It's embarrassing.
you need to get back on the fucking Zamboni, man.
Yeah.
He is that a nice neighborhood in Minnesota, Nick? Because Minnesota
like-
all looks the same to me.
It's like upper middle class. Like
Yeah, I mean,
that's
those houses
doctors
are
and lawyers.
$85.
Yeah.
That's a nice neighborhood. Those houses are $113.
It's on a lake.
This guy's been out of rehab for like 2 weeks. He's like, I feel good. I got that fit. I'm on the ice, son.
But so ice skating, have you guys done it as a
Dude,
child?
fuck ice skating on a random pond.
Fuck it.
I'm with him. I'm too big for that, man.
Minnesota. What's he gonna fall in? He's gonna be rescued by a bunch of Somalis because it's a huge population there.
They are the captain now.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hard pass for me.
Sting it. We're stinging ice skating.
Sting. Today's King the Sting with Tim Dillon is brought to you by Athletic Greens, the most comprehensive daily nutritional beverage I've ever had. It's green, so you know it's healthy, tastes delicious. All you do is mix that little scoop in there, shake it up, boom, you're getting Athletic Greens. Talking about 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source ingredients, including a multivitamin, multi-mineral, probiotic. They got it all, man. Listen, whatever diet you're on, there's some gaps in that diet. Let us help you out, man. Athletic Greens is obsessed with keeping you healthy. Right now, Athletic Greens is doubling down on supporting your immune system because you need it. You need it. It's the winter. COVID's popping. During the winter months, it's not fun, man. So Athletic Greens are offering you guys a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. If you visit the link today, you basically never have to buy vitamin D again. Just forget about it. Simply visit athleticgreens.com/cats. Join the health experts, athletes, health conscious go-getters around the world who make a daily commitment to their health every freaking day. Again, all you got to do, go to athleticgreens.com/KATS. Get your free year supply of vitamin D, 5 free travel packs today. athleticgreens.com/KATS. Listen, man, y'all be crazy. A lot of y'all get sad. 2020, 2021 is here. Let somebody help you. I'm not talking about your buddy who's all, reading a lot of books, thinks he can help you out. His life is in shambles. His light bill got cut off. Nope, don't do that, man. Start talking about to a licensed professional. We're talking about BetterHelp. They're going to assist you with your needs and match you with your own licensed professional therapist, right? You can start communicating under 48 hours. Not crisis lines, not self-help. We're talking about real professional counseling done securely online. Service available worldwide, dog. World freaking wide. Log on anytime. Send a message to your counselor. Whatever you got going on, they're going to help you out. BetterHelp is committed to facilitating great therapeutic matches, so they make it easy and free to change counselors if you're not feeling the one they prescribe to you. All right? It's more affordable than traditional offline counseling. Financial aid is available. BetterHelp wants you to start living a happier life today. All right? In fact, so many people have been using BetterHelp, they're recruiting an additional counselors in all 50 states. Special offer for you, King and the Sting listeners. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/KATS. betterhelp.com/cats.
Let's see.
Clearly, this guy was a Manson follower.
This guy looks like a domestic terrorist.
Clearly, this guy's a fan of Jerry Garcia ice cream as well.
And Theo, it's your boy, Chris Hippie Davis from St. Louis, Missouri. Got a king it or sting it for you. The good old Grateful Dead.
There you go.
Brendan, I know you fucks with them.
Yep.
Yeah, they're great.
But Theo, what's your opinion?
Theo's not here.
Buzz, Jerry Garcia.
Theo's not here, but his brother has a tattoo on his chest.
Yeah,
of
Theo
the
would like
Grateful
the
Dead.
Dad, right? Who has a problem with the Grateful Dead?
Have you ever listened to their music though?
Yeah.
The songs are 18 minutes long. Dude.
They're very long.
You got to be on
you gotta
drugs.
be really high.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Have you been to a concert?
Grateful Dead?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Be a hard pass for me. I love their shoes. Their collabs they did with the Nike Dunks are great. I love their merch. Songs are too long. You got to be on drugs to get down with the concerts.
Yeah, I like
also,
their-
how did Jerry Garcia die? I mean, he
Diabetes? I don't
was
know.
obese, but
Do you know how?
I have no clue.
yeah, I'm not a big.
I just think he was old. It ran its course.
I don't. He died pretty young.
Heart attack.
And then John Mayer was. They took over the band. You know how that Korean kid took over Journey? That's what John Mayer did with
Filipino.
Oh yeah, the Filipino
The
cat.
Dead was good. They were never my favorite. I was always more like I like the Who or the Rolling Stones or the Beatles more so than the Dead.
See, now Charles Manson would say otherwise. Everyone thinks he was a big Beatles fan. He was a big Grateful Dead fan.
Interesting.
Why I know that, I don't know.
Interesting.
What up, Brendan? What up, Theo? Kat, Nick, Chappelle, Chin. What's up, everybody? I just got a little king or sting it for you. Been out here running these grocery games, shopping for people out here at the grocery store. I want to hear what you guys
You're
think.
at Walmart,
King it or
sir.
sting it.
What?
Paying for somebody to go get your own groceries. Love the show, guys.
Wait, what?
Take it easy.
You mean like Postmates?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Postmates groceries?
Amazon
Do
delivery.
you mean King it or Sting it like a major sector of the economy now?
Yeah.
What is this guy doing? He's like, King it or Sting it, drinking water. What do you guys think? Yeah, King it or Sting it, seeing a movie in a theater. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much an accepted way of doing business.
Those are the type of ones we get. You can just
I'm sorry no one else is here. Now I realize how important it is to have all the other people here. But I'm paranoid about Corona, and every show I do with Brendan, he's got 35 Asian people here in the room. And I'm like, do we really need that? LA's literally burning down.
But Asians are fine. Haven't seen Wuhan?
I know, but that's why they'll give it to me. They're all immune. They'll give it to me. I just don't need it. I don't need 15 BTS Koreans in here while I'm performing. Thank you. That's all. Respect.
I'm either with Asians or black guys.
Yeah, it's always some minority that's being disproportionately affected by COVID. Brenda's like, yeah, we're just doing it. You know, we've got 19 producers. They all take the bus here. I'm like, I'd rather not. Thank you. I'd rather not.
They all come from Chinatown.
Yeah,
you'll be
Brenda's like,
fine,
they all
man.
come from Chinatown. They're fine. They've all had it 19 times. I'm like, that doesn't make me feel good.
Hey, we're
It's like,
taking
everyone's
lunch
had
orders.
it 50 times.
Hey,
I'm
we're
like,
taking
yeah, I don't
lunch
like
orders
that.
now. You cool with bat soup?
Yeah. So, well, you know, I apologize. I see that there's an investment. These people want them to answer. I get it. But I'll try to answer for all of them.
Yeah, please do. But yeah, but Postmates, dude, it's the world now.
Yeah, it's the world,
To Tim's
bro.
point, I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, man, it's nice.
And fucking king it, man. That's what we have to do.
True.
Brendan, Theo, rest of the crew, what's going on? It's your boy Clay from Ohio. I got a king it or sting it for you. I just went and dropped my buck off at the old taxidermy to get it done, you know, and I start coming down the hill, realize I'm going the wrong way. So I'm like, all right, I'll turn around. So I go to turn around. It's snowy here in Ohio. I get stuck in the man's driveway. Screwed by myself. So I'm trying to push it out. I'm hot. I'm flustered. I'm pissed off. Either way, this nice gentleman pulls up. I'm standing on the corner like a toot, like a prostitute, as Theo would say. And he's like, you need some help? Of course I do, man. Can't you see that I'm pushing my vehicle? And yeah, so the dude jumps out of the car. Low-key looks like Joe Exotic from Tiger King, but hey, I'm not judging. I'm in a tough spot. So either way, the man pulls me out. We're good to go. I'm glad he didn't ask me to come over or anything like that. That'd be weird. But either way, king it or sting it, helping people on the side of the road. Would you stop or wouldn't you stop? Gang, gang, buzz,
Is the
buzz.
entire audience going to or coming back from rehab?
Yeah, they're all Theo fans.
Dude, this is every archetype of person I was in rehab with. What the fuck? They're like, king and the sting it, helping ladies cross the road. Yes or no? I mean, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't have any skills to help people on the side of the road. I don't drive a pickup truck. What do you want me to do?
It's also dicey helping
What a
people
weird-
these days, man.
It's
Like,
dicey as
is it
fuck,
a setup?
dude.
I've seen too many first 48s.
I love
end
this guy's
way.
like thinking somebody's trying to fuck him. He's like, I'm glad that guy didn't try to fuck me.
He's like, that could have been awkward.
Yeah, it could have been weird. You know, I'm just on the side of the road looking fucking pretty damn good in my fucking weird farmer shirt and my hoodie and my backwards hat. And, you know, thinking about why I fucking got fired from Perkins last week.
Perkins.
It's like a middle American pie right
Yeah, I know
now.
Perkins stuff.
Yeah, he's like, I thought I was
You
gonna
worked
be-
at Perkins?
You worked at
You
Perkins?
sold pies at Perkins?
It was my first job. Busboy,
Dude,
2
Perkins
weeks.
gives you pie with no matter what you order. You order pancakes in the morning, you get a free pie. It's like,
nice, really.
wow.
They've gone out of business, I think.
Dude, that's when I'd go on the road. I would just eat at Perkins early in the day, just go to bed for like 5 hours, and then wake up and like didn't know where I was. I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, I have a show in an hour.
And a lemon meringue pie.
Yeah, just eating fucking French silk pie.
Of all the chain diners, I'm proud of Perkins.
Is there Shoney's out here?
Shoney's has great strawberry pie.
Yeah.
No,
And Coco's.
These sound higher end.
What about you? You're not helping anyone on the street. No.
I've just seen if it's like a dude's dude and like his car's fucked up and it's like we're in the middle of nowhere, I help him out. But if it's like off Sunset, it's too dicey, man. Like call fucking AAA, dude. Especially if I'm with my kids, I'm not stopping, man. I've seen way too much cold cases in first 48.
Yeah, too much.
I know how this ends. But I'm not going to assume everybody's trying to fuck me like this guy.
Right, this guy's a little out of his mind.
Yeah, take it easy, Bubba.
Yeah, and I think there's part of him that wanted to. The guy wanted. He's like, yeah, didn't ask me to come over. That was weird. I wouldn't have done it, but I just would have appreciated you the ask. You know, I wanted to see what I was made of.
I the other day on New Year's Eve day, I went to the bank and it was closed, U.S. Bank, and so I gotta try to find this picture. There was this old couple there. They didn't speak like great English. They were Russian, and they were like, super bummed out. Like she looked like she was gonna cry because it was cold. I was like, I'm going to the other one, like on Larchmont or something. You guys want to come with me? And they're like, oh yes. They were all excited, and then that one was closed. We ended up being in the car for like an hour.
Did they rob you?
No, they were just a really nice old Russian couple who lived in Ohio for a while. Lisa and Gary. They were really nice people. I actually have a picture of us. But so I king it.
We need that.
It's a cute picture. Let me. Where are we?
I mean, obviously, King helping people. Oh wow.
There's Lisa and Gary. They were.
And what are you doing with them?
We went to the bank.
And why?
I don't know. They really needed to deposit a check. We also have an idiot accountant who can't do direct deposits for some reason.
Really?
I don't know.
It's
he
a
mails
nice.
checks.
You did a nice thing.
Yeah.
You did a nice thing, man.
Did you give him a ride back? How'd they get back?
Yeah, I gave him a ride back.
Oh, that's nice.
I would never do that.
But yeah, I
don't trust them, especially
Sometimes I
Russian.
see an elderly person struggling and I stare at them.
Tim stings it.
Yeah, I sting them.
Yeah, I don't trust anybody, so sting.
Yeah, sorry, Clay.
All right. Another king it or sting it.
Saw dudes, what's up? All right, my name is Zianja. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona, and I have a king it or sting it for you. So a little backstory, I was in the Peace Corps living in Swaziland prior to COVID, and out there I just stopped giving a fuck about body hair. So, king it or sting it, girls with armpit hair.
Oh.
All right, gang gang, buzz buzz.
Oh, hard pass. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Again, are you
unattractive.
Manton's favorite girl in the troop? What are you doing, man?
Yeah,
armpit hair for women.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, right? I don't
When she
care
said she
how
was in the
hot you are.
Peace Corps.
How hot you are, if you have here. Oh nope,
That's
I'm out.
rough.
I'm out.
Rough.
And that's a pretty girl. I'm out. I'm
That's
out,
rough.
dude. Hard fucking pass. Couldn't sting that hard enough.
What about men? What about hairy men, Tim? You like hairy men?
No, not really. But I mean, men have hair, which is normal.
Yeah,
But if it
true,
would,
true,
but,
true.
but
Too much hair is not good.
yeah, like a hairy Russian.
Yeah, I like the opposite of me, so I don't want like a hairy person. I don't want Russians either. You can't trust them.
That's fair.
They don't have souls, Russians. They have beautiful eyes, like huskies.
Yeah.
But there's nothing behind them.
Yep.
100 years of
cold
forced,
blue eyes.
100 years of forced atheism. They don't have any souls. But yeah, women with armpit hair. Even I'm like kind of disturbed by that because it just
Put a little pride into it, man.
care.
That's disgusting.
Oh my God, it's Theo's cousin.
What's up, Brendan? What's up, Theo? What's up, Culture Corner? Pat, Chin, Nick? We got a debate club for you. We talking chopsticks with these sushi hitters?
Great
Or are we
beer.
going in with our hands? I mean, for me, I'm saying forget these. I'm just going in with my hands.
Of course you are.
Talk
Yeah.
about it. Gang, gang, buzz, buzz.
Looks like an extra off Stranger Things.
Yeah, he does. He looks like the guy that wasn't good looking enough to get the Stranger Things role, and he's now at Sushi. Like he's like, well, I had a trip to L.A. and that was pretty cool. Like he's the guy that they bring out for Stranger Things, and one of the directors goes, "Are you high?" You're like putting him on television.
I can't act.
Like you said, earthy, real, and they're like too real, too earthy. Get someone else. Yeah, I like chopsticks.
I do too, man.
Yeah, I mean, I just
they're
think it's-
pretty fucking easy to figure out. But also, where's he eating indoor? It has to be Florida.
Oh, he's not out here.
No.
Yeah.
That was the weird thing when I was in Florida, looking at these savages inside restaurants eating like
Yeah,
normal
you can
people.
do whatever.
It just it's weird looking
It's
now.
weird, man. I guess people just don't care, and then I get it because people have to go out and work, right? And the government didn't give anyone any money. You know, I don't know. It's just I just know that there's a lot of weird shit going on with this, where it's like I don't know what this is. I don't know.
Have you talked to Alex Jones about the conspiracy of COVID? It gets
Yeah,
deep.
I think a lot of people think he gets way too deep, but I think a lot of people think it's just something that was made in a lab. I don't even think that's a controversial statement now.
No, I think they traced it back to being made in a lab in
It's
China,
getting-
and it just got out.
Just got out, and it's like it's fucking weird, and it's it's disturbing.
But what
and-
kind of fucking savage eats sushi with their hands? My dad does.
I mean,
he
so
has 9 fingers though.
Omakase sushi, when they bring it out like one at a time, you're supposed to eat it with your hands.
Oh, really?
Right? Japanese high-end Japanese, like it is like Japanese, sushi. You're supposed to eat it with your hands. It's like that's part of what it is. However, when you're eating rolls like that, get your hand out of the plate.
Don't touch all the
It's
rolls.
like
with your
Sebastian
fucking hands.
Maniscalco was like, get your hand. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Get your fucking hand. Get your mitt. Get your fucking mitt out of the sushi bowl. Okay?
Okay.
My girlfriend is allergic to all fish, so we can never get sushi.
Oh,
What a
interesting.
weird-
And
what
she's
a
Asian.
weird tendency.
And she's Asian, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of Asian?
Vietnamese.
That's the lower end. It's just the lower end. It's China and Japan, like Japan, China, Korea, and then you start going like not Philippines is the final one, but it's like Vietnamese, and then like Burma, and then like the Philippines is like the Philippines. And by the way, that's not me. That's Asia. That's from
so funny,
asking
you're right.
Asians.
He's honest. He's being
I'm being honest because
Yes.
I've asked Asians. I have no opinion. I don't care. It's all the same to me.
No,
but
Chin validated it.
No, Chin knows.
Right.
That's what I just
And
think, yeah.
here's how bad the Philippines is. Remember there was a tsunami and no one cared? There's a tsunami. The Philippines was destroyed, and everyone was like, shut the fuck up. No one cares. Like, all right. That's where just everyone goes and hosts like kiddie porn websites. I mean, that's just from other Asians.
That's
This is
history,
what
though.
This is what I've been told.
Yeah, those are facts. Chin confirmed it.
And speaking of the government not giving these businesses money, in like 3 minutes, we're going to have Dave Portnoy on to talk about his Barstool Fund.
great.
I've seen Tim tweet about it that it's not giving enough media
It's
coverage.
amazing that the media doesn't cover it because he's doing a lot of great shit, and it's just amazing that the media doesn't cover it all the time, like every day.
I'm really hoping it passes $27 million. That's what Guy Fieri raised at like the beginning of the pandemic for
and
restaurants.
he's keeping like restaurants and stuff open. Is that what he's doing with it?
Yeah, like people are just like getting nominated or nominating their own business, and they're kind of like giving a number of how much they need to like run it out for a couple months, and then it's just one business after another, and like zero administration costs, so everything that gets donated.
Are those frauds at Ruth Chris being like, "Hey, we need help, man. We need $50 million."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
They have some way of. It's like the rules are you got to be small business. I think it's certain number of employees, and then you have to have your payroll on, so it's not just like the owners that are reaping the benefits.
That's cool.
But you like Ruth Chris, don't you?
No.
No? Oh, that's the one.
I don't like Ruth Chris. I love
Did you get
corporate
kicked out of-
steakhouses.
did you get
I
kicked
love-
out of Ruth Chris?
No, I don't have. I've not no issue. It's pretty basic, but I love.
You like
I love
Capitol Grill?
Capitol Grill, Smith and
Morton's.
Walensky's, Fleming's, all that shit. I love just the Ocean Prime, the
Yeah.
archetype of a corporate steakhouse, a nameless, faceless corporate entity that has hot rolls, steak, sides. That's what I like. It's my
Del
favorite type
Frisco's.
of restaurant. Love it.
Love it. Are
Love
you
it.
a filet guy or you go prime?
I go
rib? What do you
wherever.
like?
I like New York cut. New York strip is my favorite cut. Bone-in New York strip. Ribeyes are too fatty. Fillets are too lean. A bone-in New York strip is perfect.
That's where all the flavor's at.
Flavorful.
The bone's the key, man. That's where all the flavor comes from.
Yes.
And I'm fucking starving. So we got Portnoy coming on to talk about raising more money.
Yep.
God, we got a lot of hot chicas this episode.
Yeah.
Tim
Well, this
comes
is-
on and all the chicks come out,
Yeah,
dude.
this is, I believe, a man.
Please don't have it.
Hi, Brendan. Hi, Theo.
with
It's
mustaches.
Britta from Minneapolis. Nick, shout out. Fellow UMN alum. Sky, you my baby. Go Gophs. I got a debate. So back in the day as a kid, when you went to the dentist, you had to do those awful fluoride trays.
Yeah.
And they would offer you different flavors. Were you the type of kid that played it safe and went with mint? Or did you pick an exotic flavor like banana split or bubblegum?
I did apple
I
cinnamon.
always picked orange. That was my personal favorite, but I want to know what's better, play it safe with mint or pick one of the fun flavors? Gang, gang, buzz,
That's the
buzz.
shit they put in
Marry
that
me,
little thing,
Theo.
you put your teeth in
And
it.
you're not supposed to swallow it. I went
Exactly.
grape every time.
I did apple cinnamon.
Apple cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of weird.
That is kind of weird, but grape I thought was the absolute worst.
Grape is horrible.
yeah, I went with grape every time for some reason.
Grape's no good. Apple cinnamon was not good either.
Yeah.
In full
None of them are
disclosure.
good, and they're all pretty sour.
And mint is rough, too.
And why can't I fucking swallow it, man? Why was it such a big deal if I swallowed that shit?
Yeah, it is crazy they put something in your mouth that you're not supposed to be able to swallow.
I don't think they still do that bullshit trays anymore, do they?
Trays?
Like the fluoride trays, I think that's a thing of the past.
Possibly. I don't know.
But now I want it. Now I kind of actually want it.
You miss it?
Now that we talked about it, I kind of actually want it.
When's the last time you guys had your teeth cleaned?
Ooh.
Do you go?
Last year I went, and I'm trying to think where I got it clean. Where was I? I got a dental hygienist. I was in L.A.
Did you have any problems?
I was in New York. I was in New York for a week, and I got a dentist, and I had no cavities or anything. Wow.
I went probably 8 years ago, and she goes, "Man, you have you genetically your teeth are amazing."
Yeah.
Because I haven't gone to a dentist forever, and she goes, "They're really clean." And I went, "Oh, you fucked up. I haven't been back since."
I just my dad once in the 80s, he went in and they're like, "Yeah, it's like $4,000," and he just got up and said, "Fuck you." I like, "You need $4,000 worth of work," but it's like, "Fuck you." They're like, "No, you need."
No, you really need it. Yeah.
I fucked up. I could have had braces. My grandma would have sacrificed and like paid for them, but I was like, I don't want to go through middle school with braces. But now I have fucked up teeth and I'm an adult.
How bad are you? Get Invisalign.
I don't think it'll work now because I have a bridge. I had the accident I've spoke about one time on here where I ripped my tooth out on a basketball net. So now these three.
I've never heard that story.
These 3 teeth are all connected.
Oh, okay.
It's a bridge. So
I know Invisalign for you.
One day I wanted to just hit up Joe Coy's doctor. He said it was $60,000. He has perfect teeth.
$60,000
is
though?
every tooth like implant perfect? Like
that's too much.
That's
And they got to file down the teeth for veneers, Bubba. They got to file them down.
It's a little insane.
Yeah, and then you look ridiculous with these fucking big pearly whites.
They can like kind of yellow them a little bit. They look natural. I don't know. His teeth look great. One day I will.
Would you do veneers, Tim?
Maybe, just to make it easy.
Yeah. I just don't want them to file my teeth down. How's life out there in New York City, my man?
Sucks.
Is it bad? I heard it's better than L.A., though. All my
LA
buddies
is
like
bad
Schultz.
too. When I was out in LA, that was worse actually when I was there. But that was before they canceled indoor dining.
Yeah, I guess I'm just surprised to hear that. Which leads us to you launching this whole kind of fundraiser to help out these small businesses. How'd this idea come about? We did a little background on it, but I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, so I was ranting and raving, which I tend to do, and it was actually. I was at the pool in Miami. It was when indoor dining got shut down in New York, and I went out and made like an Instagram video basically just saying I don't understand what they expect these small businesses, specifically restaurants, bars, to do because they're already on their last legs, and now you're not letting them do indoor dining. It's the middle of winter in New York. So what's going to happen? You got to do one thing. You let them open up and serve, or you got to give them a lot of money from the government, or else they're just going to go out of business. So that was the gist of the rant. And then I got challenged. Basically, it's like, hey, this guy, Marcus Lemonis, was like, hey, big mouth, put your money where your mouth is if you're going to talk about it. So that's what we did. So I donated $500,000 to what we call the Barstool Fund. And we said, hey, if you're a small business owner and you need help, contact us. And then we basically solicited donations from our readers. I Twitter shamed some of my friends who are wealthy. And we've raised about $18 million, $18.5 in about 12 days or something.
And how do you
get all these submissions, and we record the videos
Yeah.
Of us telling them, and it's kind of taken on a life of its own.
And how do you vet the small business that get it? Because I'm sure there's some shysters out there.
Yeah, so here's the process. We get emails, and there's 2 requirements. One, you got to prove you're running a successful business before the pandemic, and then we assume you can go back to it after. And your payroll has to be on, still paying employees. So those are the 2 things we look for. And then we get emails with the stories, videos. We have a team led by this woman, Liz Gonzalez, who goes through it. It escalates up to me. We talk to the people. Would I be shocked in the span of doing that? I think we've done 75 businesses or something so far, that 1 or 2 slip through. It could happen, but our finance team follows up, asks for all the paperwork, tax, rent, everything like that. But there's no charity in the history of charities, I don't think, that hasn't been, stolen from or whatever.
Agree. I'll take those odds.
Does it surprise you that the media is not covering this? Because this is probably the most successful effort to help small businesses during the whole pandemic. And it just seems like the media should be reporting on this all the time. And it doesn't seem like that's the case. Does that surprise you?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they seem to not give a fuck. Is that, or is there more of them caring than I've seen? I've seen like Fox. You went on Fox, but I feel like this does is help small business owners. So this is the people that these people pretend or should care about. I feel like they should report on this all the time.
Yeah, so Fox has covered it a decent amount. And then the local affiliates of ABC or Fox, if small business is in, Arkansas, the local station will do it. The national, besides Fox, there's been very little. And it's stupid. I did tweet something out. CNN had a tweet that Beyonce had donated, I think it was 500 grants at
$105,000 grants.
So it came out to $500,000 basically, which is great. And everything should get publicity. They haven't mentioned it once. And to me, sometimes I think, rightly or wrongly, people think I'm political. I always say I don't really think I am. I hate the far left. I hate the far right. But in this case, it doesn't, we're helping all sorts of business. I don't know what their politics. It just, the more publicity we get, the louder we can bang the drum, the more donations come in, the more people we can help. And we're never going to have enough money to help all the businesses. We're getting 10,000 emails. So to me, yes, if you care about small business at all, you should publicize it. It can only help.
Do you believe in the conspiracy that they're trying to get rid of those small businesses? That's the government's agenda.
A lot of people say that, and maybe I'm naive, but I can't believe that is such a preposterous thing that I don't believe the vaccine is putting chips in people. I can't get my head there to think there's somebody who would want to put out a business that has been passed down generations for 50 years. That person, if that's true, you should be executed.
I think it makes more sense that they're just idiots and they're enforcing this shutdown in a very sloppy and uneven way, and it's hurting a lot of people.
Correct.
I think there's no grand design. I don't think there's a grand conspiracy or a plan. I think these people, they're just idiots and they're out of touch. I don't think they have any clue how affected people really are.
Yeah. Are egotistical, selfish, self-absorbed people in general.
Right.
And there's so many side agendas and so much self-interest. And that's the problem. And that's why something we get the money, we get it in. That's all we care about. So politics sucks. I mean, I don't think that's a news flash. Right. And all they care about is themselves staying in power. And that's it.
Yep. Whose mayor you think is worse? Ours here with Newsom, or you think that LA guy the New York guy sucks?
They've both done things that I don't know how they can look themselves in the mirror to a degree. When Newsom's you can't go out, and he goes to French Laundry. It's what the fuck are you doing? And that's not, again, political. That's what an asshole.
Right.
Cuomo is writing books about how fucking terrifically he handled this pandemic in the middle of the pandemic when the city's locked down. What are you doing?
Yeah, he just won an Emmy. He won an Emmy.
He won an Emmy for killing old people.
How about refuse the Emmy?
Yeah.
And by the way, we're a small company and we've pivoted to doing this. But if you have the money, don't have the money for small business, the government could set up a charity and get a ton of, not charity, but a foundation, people donate, put a ton of people going through it effectively to find out who's eligible. How do you not think of that?
Right.
I don't think people would trust the government if they said they were going to do that. I think that's why yours is so successful, because people know where that money's going to go.
And I think people trust you guys will do a lot better of a job finding actually worthy businesses.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot out there, and it's so the first time we did it, the first company, one of them, basically, the person Liz who goes through the email, she's like, this person singled out that they really like Barstool and they're a fan of yours. It'd be really cool if you just called and delivered the news. So I did, and I FaceTimed, and they broke down. And I wasn't recording it, but it was pretty obvious, okay, I got to record this, because it was very visceral, the reaction.
Yeah.
And that's what is moving the donations. These videos is pretty, I'm not the most sensitive guy, but if you watch the videos, it's hard not to be okay, I want to donate to this, because you can see the weight being lifted. They're breaking down.
Yeah.
So it is.
Have
It's
you
super sad.
have you decided to help any larger businesses like Chipotle or Starbucks or any Chase Manhattan? Or I mean, they need help too. I mean, everybody's suffering, right? Ruth Chris. I mean,
Nike.
Yeah.
No, none of those have received help yet.
I was in Florida last week on tour. You were in Miami last week. I don't know how bad it is in New York, but it was weird seeing how Florida, there's just a different breed, man. Like they were eating in restaurants. They were, I was getting yelled at because I had a mask on. It was strange.
So I've been in Miami for every like big event recently, like Super Bowl, Art Basel, you name it. I've been there. It was never busier than it was this week.
Agree.
I mean, it was because everyone's leaving everywhere else. So it's like, get me out of New York, get me out of LA. There's people from all over there. I mean, it was madness.
do you think something happens after this pandemic when New York and LA aren't the center of the universes anymore? And do you see other cities in the country kind of becoming more interesting? And especially if they raise taxes, you think, there's more of an entrepreneurial culture. It might be in a place like
Texas?
Austin or Nashville or Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I do. And I don't know if that's the goal to a degree.
Yeah.
Seems
If there's a hidden
insane, but
agenda.
I think there's a real chance that, Miami and the mayor there certainly realizes it and is wildly aggressive trying to get companies to go there.
Yep.
You hear everyone going to Austin, Nashville. Yeah.
Dave,
at some level, it's like, it seems like a New York or an LA doesn't want business.
Right.
Yeah, it's very strange, and
Right.
they don't care when people leave. When these huge businesses leave, they don't
They're
give
just
a fuck.
they're complacent. They've been too big for too long, and I don't think they, it's like somebody that's been making money for so long they forgot like the ingredients that made them successful. Yeah.
Dave, have you thought about leaving New York at all? Because in
I
LA,
have.
it's a shitstorm. Like all our friends left. Me and Tim are the only ones left.
Yeah, we're it. That's it.
Yeah, no, so I'm going back to Miami today, and I'm debating getting a place there.
But would you move the whole Barstool operation down there? Save taxes?
Would, but if enough people here are like, yeah, we're behind it. Me personally, I do it in 2 seconds, but I'm not gonna make like everybody relocate out there. But if people are like, yeah, I'm down for it. I mean, the tax difference. I have people every single day now that I've become a little more successful with Barstool who are like, you're an idiot. Like the tax, you're getting murdered in taxes
Yes.
for what? It's like
Yep.
it's so much cheaper in Florida, and the weather, and the girls, and everything else.
Fair point.
Yeah, it's just better. Well, great. That's a great fucking thing you're doing, and I wish that. What can people do if they want to give you money?
So everything is at barstoolfund.com. That's both. If you're a struggling business, you can submit an application. We look for a video, tell your story, and there's a form. Give us all the info. And if you want to donate, it's there as well. And the thing that I just keep stressing, we've raised a lot, relatively speaking, but it's really a little for the need. So
Right.
every dollar matters. And the beauty, I think, of what we're doing and why we're doing it, we get the money and we get it out. Like within 72 hours of us contacting the business, the money is in their account.
That's cool,
And we're
man.
not going away after 1 month. We're there till the pandemic's done, because what's the point of giving somebody money and then 3 months later they're in the same spot?
Right.
So it is a good cause. We're doing the best we can, and we're helping a lot of people.
You're doing the Lord's work. Well, we're gonna. I don't know if this even helps at all. We're gonna donate $5,000 from King of the Sting to the donation.
Of course it helps. Everything helps.
Yeah.
I appreciate
And
it.
I'm gonna apply for the 1,000 that you donated. So I hope that evens out. And we'll see what happens.
Struggling podcast needs money.
Yes, yes.
Have there have any celebrities kind of have any celebrities jumped on board and got behind this movement?
Yeah, Dana White did $100,000. It took him 1 second. We called him out because I know him. He's like, yeah, I think I could have named $1 million and he would have done it. He did it so fast. Tom Brady did it. Edelman did it. Kid Rock, unsolicited, called me out of the blue, donated $100,000. I was on the phone with Sylvester Stallone yesterday. So a lot are coming forward. I want Elon Musk.
Well, I bet Elon would do it, right?
Yeah, I bet
No,
Elon
he's
will do
got
it.
infinity money and it's right up his alley.
He just sold all his cribs in Beverly Hills. He had like 3 of
I
them
know.
all next door. He sold all of them. Now he's in Texas.
Yeah,
I
he'll
know.
do it.
I tweeted at him, but I don't know him personally.
Right.
I don't need. Do you know Elon?
I don't know Elon at all. I mean, I know of him.
Do you know anyone who's like?
I've met him. I
mean,
met him
guess
briefly.
I guess
met him
Rogan's
briefly.
the closest thing to him that we
Well, I was
know.
just about to say Rogan has. Some
Feel
money.
free to get him. Everyone's hitting me up. It seems like right up his alley. Feel free to have him give it a shout out. It seems like something he'd be behind too.
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
that's a good point.
Yeah. We'll try.
Yeah, I'll try.
We'll give it
Elon, I can't make any promises, but I'll text
We'll give it a
Rogan
shot.
for you. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good enough.
Yeah.
How have you been able to do your pizza previews show?
Oh yeah, that never ends. Those are daily, still going.
You've had no problem finding spots and shit?
No, because you can still get the pizza there now.
I'm
You just
jealous
can't
of that, man, because I do a food show, but it's not just me. I have to have guests on because of COVID. It's been a nightmare.
Have you buried the hatchet with Bryce Hall? I know that you guys were in a.
He's the softest human of all time.
He's a
He
TikToker.
literally, I've never seen a guy with thinner skin in my life.
Yeah, he's got a hot. You had a great point. You got a hot girlfriend. You got all the money. You just enjoy life, right? Yeah.
A girl said we said he looked like Sid from Ice Age. He's acting like we called him Hitler. It makes no sense.
Yeah. It's young kids, but it's fun. That's a funny podcast he does. With
Yeah.
he does a podcast with like a young kid.
Dave does?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
it with a younger
a
guy.
TikToker.
Yeah, but it's interesting. Yeah,
The TikTok world's weird, right? Both
it's a
you-
strange world.
Both you
Very-
boys got into it.
It's a very interesting world there.
They're megastars.
They're like
megastars.
massive.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a
crazy.
movement.
And how long does it last, Dave? Another 11 months?
I don't know. I mean, I think the big ones are here to stay. Like
They might
the
be.
Ray, the DeMellos.
Yeah.
Josh. But
The Vine stars beg to differ. But yeah.
Yeah.
well, but even if you look like Logan Paul and Jake Paul, they're Viners.
They're
that's
they
fair
figured
point.
it out. I think that kid Josh is really smart, and I
Yes.
think people like him will figure out a way to stick around.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Dave, are you into like the Logan Paul, Floyd Mayweather stuff and the Jake Paul fights?
I am. All right. So I thought Jake Paul would lose to Nate Robinson
Yeah.
because I was of the impression I don't care what Jake is. Like, Nate's a professional basketball player. His athletic skill will overwhelm him.
You want a dunk
The
contest?
knockout, the way he did it, it's like, whoa, what just happened? And Logan is so much bigger than Floyd, and Floyd is old. Now, I don't know the actual format of how it's going to be, like exhibition, but I'm curious, and I'm curious to see. I thought Jake would fight Dillon Danis next. That's obviously a much different can of worms, but I would have been interested. I wasn't interested in the first fight. I'll be interested in both their next fights.
Me too. 100%. Before we get you out of there, Dave, who do you have win the Super Bowl? I know you're a big sports guy.
Bills.
The Bills.
Yeah, Josh Allen's fucking awesome.
Stud.
Buffalo could use that.
Buffalo could use all the help they can get.
Yeah, that will be their bailout if the
Yeah.
Bills win.
That's
Yeah.
all they care about. Hey, didn't I hear in Buffalo, because, you know, the Bill Mafia, listen, I had a cappuccino with the Buffalo Bills. I was on the team for 8 days, so I can talk like this.
Okay.
I had to try out with them. Anyway, the Buffalo Bills, the Bills Mafia, didn't they threaten, like, the governor, Cuomo? Like, we have to see the game. Like,
So
get
I
the
think
fuck out
they're
of here.
allowing in like 6,500 people or something like that.
And I'm sure the tickets are going to be insane.
I don't even know. I assume they're season ticket holders. I have no idea how that works, but yes.
I heard they are requiring a COVID test, and
What?
they got an official COVID test partner, and you have to pay $60 to this specific COVID testing place, even though there's free ones in New York. So
Yeah,
it's
there'll
kind of a bad
there'll be no
look.
fraud with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, zero fraud. Dude, if I had to get a COVID test for every single restaurant, movie theater,
Yeah.
sports shit, I would get a test every single place they asked me to get.
Yeah, just to go.
That's the
Just-
world we live in.
Well, great job, Dave. Thanks for doing all this for people. Hope maybe one day the government will follow in your footsteps.
You know, hopefully that's the only way they're going to solve it, or just open it. One or the other.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll run into you in Miami when you move operations there, my man.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
All right,
Thanks.
brother.
See ya.
Great, bye.
We helped some people today.
We helped some people, I think. By help, I think we paid for another night on his yacht.
We did it. We did it. I appreciate them, all of them.
I
They're all
love
good
Barstool. I've always fucked with Barstool.
Yeah, they're cool people.
Caleb
I dig.
Presley hooked this up, and he's one of the funniest guys there. He does some like just parodies of like NFL Sunday conversations and
You know, he's a funny kid. There's this kid named Lil Sasquatch on Twitter that works for them. He's kind of funny.
He's funny on Twitter.
His
He
shit's
goes
like
viral.
ridiculous.
Big Cat's like the most talented. Like if he were to go
I
out on
don't
his
know
own,
him. Yeah.
super talented.
Okay,
dude.
yeah. I've heard of him, but I don't
yeah,
know.
monster.
And the Anus Guys, a new untold story. It's KB and Nick Tarani. They can improv. They're
Whatever
super
happened
funny.
to the show Call Her Daddy? Call Us Daddy?
That's still number one. The girls split up. Sophia, the other one, is she's off doing her own podcast that Scooter Braun is behind, people think. And then Alex Cooper is still killing it with Call Her Daddy.
Yeah, she was great. I had them on Fire and the Kid. It was me and Santino. We didn't know who they were. They didn't know who we were, so it was awkward.
Right. Her podcast like kept Barstool from laying off anybody over the pandemic because they make so much money on merch. That's why when they like had the deal where they were going to split because they wanted more money, Barstool was like, okay, once this contract is up, you can have the IP. Because if they just like held out and didn't do podcasts over the pandemic, they would have had to lay a bunch of people off.
Good for them, man.
Yeah, they got paid. And the other girl did too. I think it worked out well for everybody.
And is the other girl still with Barstool, or she got out?
No, she got out.
Yeah, I heard her boyfriend at the time.
It was a bad move.
Yeah, bad move. Well, it worked out for everyone. Shout out to Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, good.
Shout out to you, man. We're
yeah,
back at this next week.
Yeah,
brother.
well, I'll be back next week. Thanks for
filling
having me.
in.
I appreciate it.
I'm trying to think. Oh,
you can let the people come next week. I feel bad. I didn't realize how integral they were.
I fired them. I fired Chappelle and Kat because I told them you don't want to see their faces.
Well,
and we're hiring two white
I pay
people.
a lot of money to not see their faces. Let's be very honest. You know my area. But, no.
Maybe we'll have a white culture corner so Tim feels safe.
Just so you feel more comfortable.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Hey, I'm in San Marcos, Texas, January 29th and 30th. So, Texas, get your mind right.
All right.
And get your mask on.
Thanks.
Brennan and Theo, fighter and weight. I gotta go in and go hard in the paint. I do not think I am in flow. Black Rifle Coffee, I'm ready to go. I need a sponsor, I am a monster. About to open up with this at my concerts. Flow is contagious, browser outrageous. Thicker than girls that are Instagram famous. Damn, hungry like I'm fresh off keto. Seeing red like Andrew Santino. Every song I hit like the great Bambino. Brennan ate the queso and the quesoritos. But everything's gonna be fine. Ay, hate on me, I do not mind. Ay, Theo looking like the type of dude that got a pack of matches in his pockets at all times. They sliding into my DMs. A couple of you tried but couldn't beat them. Quit playing like Nintendo DS. You don't want the smoke like Joey Diaz. Meaning y'all edible. Just got my eyebrows threaded and I'm feeling incredible. Brennan's son hit me up. He said it's too loud in the club. Can you pick me up? King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Oh yeah. King and the Sting. Beast Sting. Rat King. Oh yeah. King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Got the bees in the trap. Got the cheese on a string. Oh yeah. King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Yeah. King and the Sting. Beast Sting. Rat King. Ay, King and the Sting. Ay, King and the Sting. Got the bees in the trap. Got the cheese on a string. Oh yeah.